Hello there, my name is Wafflestheasianyenbear and welcome back to another Pokemon Showdown RU battle. Today, we are once again using the Cresselia team that we built on Tuesday. If you missed that, go ahead and check it out down in the description below or at the end card of this video. That being said, today we are once again facing God Ash Ketchup, and I say once again because we battled him with our Scrafty team and he brought back the Registeel, the super duper annoying Registeel. If you guys remember that, it was this Protect Toxic Stall Registeel that was just so frustrating to deal with. Thankfully we had Doublade for that, but we don't have Doublade this time, so it's gonna be a little bit more of an issue to try to break through. He's also brought a Chestnut, a Nidoqueen, a Hariyama, a Sharpedo, and a Comfey, and I see this Comfey, Hariyama, Registeel, and the Chestnut is kind of his wall core, so that's gonna be kind of difficult for me to break. I'm gonna need to make sure that I'm making correct predictions so that I can try to get the upper hand, and very offensive predictions. So that's gonna be kind of the mindset I'm going in with this. I see that he's probably, I think he's gonna lead with the Chestnut, the Registeel, or the Comfey. I've seen a lot of people lead with Comfey before, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna lead with Rotom Heat. We see, unfortunately, that he actually leads with Nidoqueen, so I'm like, oh, that's not very good. Okay, well, if he's gonna go for that kind of offensive lead, because I look at his team and I'm like, Nidoqueen is kind of his premier special threat here. It's really the only thing that does a whole lot of special attack damage, because he's got the Life Orb, Sheer Force, all that good stuff. So I figure I'll just go to Cresselia. If he wants to be aggressive, Cresselia can still take it. Sludge Wave will take 33%-ish from Moonduck, but he actually has Toxic Spikes, and that tells me he's bulky Nidoqueen as well, which means he's got 5 bulky Mons and a Sharpedo. That is his strategy. 5 bulky Mons. So I'm going to have to try to break through that. So I just go ahead. I just go for the Psyshock because I just need to deal damage to Nidoqueen. If the Sharpedo wants to come in, it's fine. I have Lapras that can come in on it. I don't want to switch in Florges just because I have, just because it does have Poison Jab. But I see here that he's probably going to want to switch out after seeing the Psyshock. So I'm like, okay. If he switches out to probably Registeel or Sharpedo, I'm going to want to switch out into Rotom Heat, even if it is Sharpedo. Here, I make a misplay, because we know how his Registeel works. We've seen it last time. We know how he plays it every time. He will protect the first turn to see what we're going to do. And instead, I go for the trick. I should have 100%, and you'll see this actually a couple times in this game, where I try to pressure my opponent, but I don't do it correctly. And that's kind of why I wanted to show this battle specifically, is that there's a lot of misplays and a lot of things where I don't do something correctly, and I want to show you what that looks like so you know what not to do. So, here, 100%, I know his Registeel, I should have clicked Overheat. Overheat, if he's got thick fat Hariyama, it forces it to come in, take damage. Sharpedo is still pretty frail, it's not going to want to take it. Comfey is not going to want to take it. Nidoqueen probably dies because of the choice specs. Chestnut won't take it. Registeel doesn't like taking it either. So I should have 100% clicked Overheat. Instead, I clicked Trick, trying to cripple his Registeel because I know it's just going to be super annoying. Unfortunately, because I did that, I know he's going to want to switch into something like Nidoqueen that can enjoy a Choice Specs or a Choice Scarf. So I go into Beetlejuice predicting that. So we see that the prediction is correct. However, here I go for Mega Horn. And the reason I go for Mega Horn is because I predict Chestnut coming in. Otherwise, if I had predicted anything else, I think I should have gone for Knockoff. But I went for Mega Horn because I predicted Chestnut. Unfortunately, Comfey comes in, takes 31%, and that's a little bit frustrating because now I'm taking another 12% from poison damage, and I've taken about 24 from that. And we're going to want to keep that in mind because, again, with normal poison, I don't really know the percentage off the top of my head most of the time. Now I do because I've sat down and it's been like 3 different battles where normal poison has been my bane when they set up 1 layer of Toxic Spikes, but now I kind of know. So I bring in Chrysalis here because I have the Heavy Slam. I can deal with the Comfey, but I figure it's not gonna want to stay in on me, so I'm gonna still switch out. I kind of want to show him that yes, I've got Gigalith. Gigalith is gonna be something that hurts you, so let me go ahead, let me switch out back to Rotom, because I do not think Nidoqueen or the Registeel is going to come in here. But here, again, I don't click Overheat. I click Will-O-Wisp. And again, I should have clicked Overheat. There is no reason for me not to click Overheat against this team. I go for Will-O-Wisp. He goes into Nidoqueen predicting my trick. But that is going to be, I'm going to kind of predict him to predict my trick and go for Will-O-Wisp because I know that it'll burn anything on his team, and if it is Guts Hariyama, we'll figure that out pretty quickly. So, Nidoqueen comes in, gets burned. I go into my Moonduck, who takes 33% from the Sludge Wave. And again, this is a big special threat, so I'm going to want to kill it. So I just go ahead and I click Psyshock. Even if the Sharpedo comes in, it's fine. I have Lapras I can switch into, so it's not really a big deal. He goes for Sludge Wave, does 35% to me, and I get my Psyshock off. And now Nidoqueen is dead. So he doesn't have anything really strong on the special side, which now means Florges is a little less useful. I can still Toxic the Chestnut, which would be nice. But Sharpedo comes in now, and I'm like, I do need Cresselia. If Sharpedo dies, I can set up on his Wall Core, and then I can go ahead and kill from there. Voice crack. That was like a soft voice crack. It wasn't like a high pitch. It was like my voice just cut out completely. Very weird. But I know Lapras can take pretty much any hit from this. If it's physical, it's special, so it's a little bit weird. I did not predict that. So that means Florges is a good switch in to the Sharpedo, because I figured the reason I didn't want to switch Florges into Sharpedo normally is because normal Sharpedo can carry Poison Jab. If it's physically offensive, it could be a big just world of hurt. But thankfully it's special, so now Florges has a new purpose. It can kill the Sharpedo. But I go for Surf here, predicting Registeel to come in. We see it does 30% as a crit, so I'm like, Registeel, why are you so bulky? So I go into Turkey's done. I know I can Volt Switch on his team now. Unfortunately, I make again another misplay with Rotom. And pretty much every time Rotom is in, I make a misplay in this match. I go for Will-O-Wisp, knowing that he's going to go for Protect, and I want to try to scout and see if Hariyama is Guts or Thick Fat. Because if it's Thick Fat, then I don't want to be spamming Overheat. But I really, in actuality, do. My mindset was, hey, if it's Thick Fat, let's not click Overheat. But ultimately, even if it is, I'm still wearing it down, which is sort of the point. I need to wear down this team because that's the only way I'm going to get an upper hand against these walls, is because a lot of them do not have good recovery. So if I can wear them down, then I should be able to start cleaning up and sweeping. So I waste Florges and go into it now. I figured, hey, I can go for Wish. This thing probably doesn't have Iron Head because I know how his team works. It's Toxic, Seismic Toss, Protect, and what was the other one? Toxic, Seismic Toss, Protect, and he had another one. I don't remember it right now. I do not remember it right now. But he goes for Seismic Toss. I go for the Wish. And here I thought I might be able to live I figured I could live 2 Seismic Tosses, get a Wish and an Aromatherapy up, and then kind of set up on this. Unfortunately, again, I did not count the poison as doing 12%, because in my mind, it just doesn't click. 12%, 12%, 12%, 12%. With Toxic, it's like, okay, I take like 6%, and then I'm taking 9%, then 12%. I don't know if those are the actual right numbers, but I'm taking increased amounts of damage the longer I stay in with Poison normally. But normal Poison is 12% every time. So I did not calculate that I'm going to be taking 24% from 2 turns of Poison, which it did not click in my head. So I go for the Wish. I realize I have to switch out. I'm not going to live a Seismic Toss, but I go into Turkey's Done, who also can't live a Seismic Toss after Stealth Rocks, and I'm just like, oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing? So here, I go into Heracross, I believe, and again, and this time I click Mega Horn, predicting the Chestnut to come in. No, I click Knockoff, predicting the Comfey to come in. That's what happens here. So, Chestnut comes in this time just mixing things up on me, and I knock off a Rocky Helmet. So I'm taking another big chunk of damage, and then more poison damage, and the Stealth Rock switch in. So this is not good at all. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go to Cresselia. I know that Cresselia can probably force this Chestnut out, and I can probably get a rest up and try to make sure that I'm at a good amount of health, because Cresselia is going to be my win condition here. Again, I want to be setting up on these walls now, as long as the Sharpedo is gone. And that's going to be the way that I can kind of come back. So, I figure this is a good time, get my rest up, get all healthy. He goes for Spikes, and I'm like, okay. A little weird that he wants to stay in on me, but that's alright. I'll go for the Sleep Talk now, kind of show him that, hey, I've got Rest Sleep Talk. You want to switch out the Sharpedo, because that's the point. I want him to switch out the Sharpedo. I've got Florges that can die. I've got Lapras in the back that can deal with it pretty darn well. But again, he just sets up more spikes, and I'm like, no, don't set up spikes on me. You've already got Stealth Rocks. You've already got Toxic Spikes. My Pokemon cannot take this. So I predict him now to go into Sharpedo. Unfortunately, I again don't count the damage from poison, and Heracross just dies. And I'm like, oh, I thought I had one turn with Heracross. I did not have one turn with Heracross. So I'm like, alright, it's fine. I'll go to Lapras and I'll click Freeze Dry. Dark Pulse though is gonna kill me here, and I'm like, oh god, I think I lose. He's got 2 layers of spikes, 1 layer of toxic spikes, 1 stealth rock layer, and I'm just like, oh god. Alright, so I've sort of resigned myself to, hey, I've lost this, I can't kill the Sharpedo. So I go into Chrysalis, and I'm like, hey, you know what, I'll show off the facade just to kind of show I have it, but he misses Hydro Pump, and Sharpedo dies, and now there is a glimmer of hope. We've seen the end of the tunnel. It's there. It's right there in the distance. Sharpedo's gone. If I can set up, I can live hits from pretty much everything else on this team. The Hariyama is gonna come in. I know I can live a hit from Hariyama. I'll have 1 turn of rest. I can go for the Sleep Talk. If I get like Calm Mind, then I can rest up. I'll be able to outspeed Hariyama, and I'll be able to start setting up on it. Because I do not think it'll be able to do enough where with my defensive investment that I cannot rest back up all the damage. So we're doing good. We're in a situation. He's actually still Guts Hariyama, which confused me a little bit here, but that's okay. So I go to Moonduck and I'm like, yes, we just have to live this next hit. I will outspeed the next turn as long as I get anything. Even if I get a rest here, I'll at least be able to rest up the next turn and heal up the damage. So I just have to live 1 hit from Hariyama. And I'm sure you guys know, because I haven't emphasized that enough, we do not live the hit because he crits. And I'm just like, no! You showed me the light at the end of the tunnel, game! Pokemon, why would you do this to me? Why would you give me hope just to rip it out of my chest? And so Cresselia dies, and I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, well, Florges dies on switching, so I say just good game to the guy. It's nice to play him again. I think he had an opponent off, so he probably wasn't able to actually see it, but hey, I threw it out there. The world will see it, and my allergies faints. And I wish my allergies could faint here, because in real life at least, because oh my god, my allergies are just still so bad. I'm on allergy medicine every day. Like, I'm taking it, I think, every 8 hours, and it's still just so bad. I don't know what it is here in California, but my allergies just hate me here. That being said though, hopefully you guys have a little bit better allergies, and hopefully you guys still enjoyed this battle. Again, I kind of want to show it off just to kind of show how not to play the team, as well as some of the major weaknesses, because like this team, I think after playing it a little bit more, is very weak to hazard stack. And I don't run into a lot of hazard stack teams, but I think that's really something to keep in mind. And honestly, I would maybe change Gigalith for Donphan just to be able to have a rapid spinner, just so that hazard stack teams, you've got at least some answer for them. And Gigalith kind of functions in the same capacity as Donphan. Donphan would be able to get Ground Stab, Stone Edge, and Rapid Spin, and then miscellaneous other move. Oh my god, my voice is getting kind of weird, and allergies guys, allergies. But that being said, hope you guys have a good day, good week, good life, and I will see you guys one more time this week for another battle. Goodbye!